Hey guys, so this video is for you if you worry about your finances or paying the bills at the end of the month. I did a short video on Instagram kind of as an intro to this, so I'm just going to explain again. This is coming from my own experience. There's no such thing as a guru. We're all working on our things. If anyone ever tells you they're enlightened or they're spiritually superior, then that's a red flag. As I've just found out from a massive thread on Facebook, someone who was a bit like that has just been found to be doing things to women that was quite shocking. So always a red flag when someone thinks that they've made it on this journey. Okay, so this is a no guru video in that I'm explaining my issues. So what I noticed was I would do a behavior, so I try and get clients, I would then get money, I put it up on the board here just to get it clear in my head. I'd get money, then I would relax, and then suddenly I start to go, uh-oh, I haven't got enough money. At some point I need to get more clients because I'm not going to be able to pay the bills, and there's a lot of stress and pain there, and I've seen that again and again in my behavior. So the constant in this behavior is not my behavior of getting clients, but the worry and fear. So there are things to change your behavior, such as stacking the value. Like Demartini talks about stacking the value of doing something. So for instance, working on my business, I was stacking every day. I was writing things that would improve my behavior. If I do my business and I get money, and then I can pay for a spa holiday for my family, and just 200 of them. But what I noticed was when it came to working on my business, it still wasn't enjoyable. So two things I have found out. And I'm going to give you three things that you can use if you have a business, and loads of my clients have this same issue, and I'm sure there's millions of people around the world. So what I noticed was that the fear and the worry of not having the money was the constant. There's the emotion, there's the dragon hiding, kind of guarding the treasures, as you say. So I wrote out on a piece of paper, I feel fear and worry when I can't pay the bills at the end of the month. And I looked where where the causal factor for that was. So it could have been me, could have been my parents, could have been anything, but it was me. It wasn't a mental issue, it wasn't a fear or emotion or thinking. It was spiritual. You don't have to believe that, but that's how I work, and that's how I get my results. And it was an actual karma. I had karma of making other people feel the same. So a karma of making people worry about how to make ends meet at the end of the month. I resolved the karma, and instantly I was neutral. Like the worries and the fears are gone. Now that's wonderful for my physiology. What I'm interested in is how to change the behavior. So I sat and I went for a walk. I cleared the karma. So now things could change. But what was interesting was, and this is what I find when you're working with people, and in my own experience, at that moment your teacher comes along, or when you clear that plug, then things can move on. And I had a business coaching call the same day. This was yesterday, and I didn't know what to talk about. I just went in totally blank, and I told her, she's a wonderful coach, I said, I don't know what to talk about. So it came up in there. It said, when I think about my business, it's not really enjoyable. And it wasn't the business that was the problem. It turned out, as we talked, it was the enjoyment. And I realized I had a massive breakthrough in that I don't enjoy anything. I've never enjoyed anything, because when I work in my business, for me, and this is a behavior that I've always done, is I like to think of the worst outcome, and that keeps me on my toes. So if I feel threatened, or if I go into something like a webinar that I'm going to do, I think of the worst possible outcome. I'm stressed. There's a threat there, and I do everything I can, and it gives me a good performance. But I've been doing that. I'm 45. I think my dopamine's shot. I'm exhausted. I'm not enjoying anything. It may seem like it. I love I love my job, but enjoyment, like really laughing, it's been missing. So it was a massive breakthrough. I realized that I can enjoy my business, like enjoy the stuff that I didn't enjoy. So I'm kind of speeding on this one. So what I just said there was, first of all, if you find a behavior, let's say with your business, and there's a worry, fear or something about getting enough clients or paying the bills or growing your business, you need to look at the emotion and resolve what's behind that. Now, I do that, so I'm plugging myself there. That's what I do all day, every day with my clients. Some, they're worth 200 million, some are not worth very much, but it doesn't matter. It's the emotions are the same for the people. So there's that. Then once you clear the emotion, then you can work on stacking the value of making that behavior more important to you, more value to it. Then the brain, the glial cells will all wrap around and move towards making that happen. And I also think it's great to have a coach, because I do this professionally. I help people resolve things, and there's still times that I'm trying to do it for myself, but I need someone else to pull those thoughts out and help me with that. So having a business coach, a good one, is really priceless. Just checking through my notes here. So no gurus. If you want to change behavior, this you're going to change one behavior and then you're going to become aware of another one. It's an ongoing process, life, and look for where the emotion is. If there's too much emotion or too little emotion, we don't want emotions. We want it purely rational and driven by like internal motivation. So those are my thoughts on business. If you have any questions or any thoughts, just post a comment underneath and I will get straight back to you. Have a great day.